Have you ever stopped to think about the power that a simple prayer can have in your life? Often, we encounter challenges that seem insurmountable, moments when hope feels distant. It is in these moments that our soul cries out for help from a greater source. Prayer is the nourishment that sustains us, connects us, and strengthens us, bringing comfort and clarity amidst the storm. It is essential to remember that even in moments of silence, there is work happening in our lives. Trusting in something greater allows us to understand that waiting is part of the process. Psalm 51 reminds us that when we call upon Him, He is ready to hear us and respond to our pleas. This assurance should encourage us to persist in faith, even when the path seems dark. Today I invite you to reflect on what you have been carrying in your heart. What are your anxieties, your doubts? When we look to the heavens, we are reminded that we are not alone. The praise that springs from our lips has the power to break barriers and bring the comforting presence of the one who loves us. Prepare your heart for a moment of surrender, where you can open up and speak sincerely about your struggles and hopes. Let us seek this connection together, allowing our voices to rise even amidst pain and uncertainty. May this be a time of strengthening, where each word of praise becomes a key that opens doors and brings answers. What do you long for today? Let us pray and trust that as we lift our voices, something powerful happens. Many times we face days that feel heavier, where anxiety and uncertainty become constant companions. It is common to feel alone in our struggles, facing challenges that seem insurmountable. In such moments, it is easy to forget that there is always a way out, a path that can be illuminated by faith and prayer. When we allow ourselves to pause and reflect, we find a space to seek comfort and strength in our convictions. Imagine yourself on a difficult day, when worries feel as heavy as a dark cloud. It could be a problem at work, a strained relationship, or a health issue. It is in this scenario that prayer becomes a refuge, a moment when we can open up and share our burdens. When we speak, even if silently, to the one who listens, we begin to realize that we are not alone. The simple act of addressing Him reminds us that there is something greater that cares for us. Sometimes silence can be unsettling. However, it is important to remember that this silence does not mean absence. It is a time of waiting where our trust is tested and strengthened. When we surrender in prayer, even if we do not receive an immediate answer, we are affirming our faith. It is like casting an anchor in deep waters, knowing that despite the waves, we are secure. This surrender brings peace to the heart, allowing hope to blossom even amidst tribulation. Praise then becomes our response. When we praise even in moments of pain, we are declaring our trust. Our words rise like an offering, breaking the barriers that surround us and making way for what is good and true to enter our lives. Therefore, as we face the challenges of everyday life, may we always seek this connection, knowing that prayer is a powerful tool to guide and comfort us. When we seek comfort and strength in challenging moments, we find in the Word a safe refuge. A passage that speaks profoundly about the importance of faith and trust is found in Psalms chapter 37, verses 3 through 5. This excerpt invites us to trust and surrender to the care of the Creator, saying, "Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will do this." These words remind us that even when life feels heavy and answers seem distant, it is essential to maintain faith. Trust in the Lord assures us that we are not alone and that there is a purpose in every situation. When I commit my way to Him, I affirm my certainty that He is working in my favor, even when I cannot see it. Every step I take, based on this trust, brings me closer to a place of peace and security. The verse teaches us to delight in the Lord. This means that even in tribulations, we can find joy in our relationship with Him. Praise becomes an expression of that delight, a way to recognize that despite difficulties, He is worthy of our love and gratitude. When we praise, we open our hearts for Him to act, transforming our struggles into victories. Reflecting on the surrender of my path, I realize that it is an act of faith. When I lay down my plans and worries, I allow myself to be guided by something greater. The certainty that He is working on my behalf brings profound relief, and even in moments of silence I know He is present, caring for every detail of my life. This trust renews my hope and propels me to move forward, even in the face of challenges. Thus, as I look at my life, I seek to practice this daily surrender, trusting that He always has the best for me. Every challenge becomes an opportunity for growth, and every difficulty an invitation to draw closer to Him. The Lord is by my side, and by maintaining this faith, I know I am always on the path to victories. Lord, today I come to You with an open heart, recognizing my weaknesses and the struggles I carry. Often I feel surrounded by difficulties, and that answers seem far away. I want to confess that in moments of anguish, I let anxiety and discouragement take over. But at this moment, I choose to surrender everything to You. I know that I do not need to carry this weight alone, for You are with me, even when I do not perceive it. I thank You for each day that You give me the opportunity to renew my faith. I am grateful for the blessings that I often fail to recognize, for the small victories that surround me, and for Your unconditional love that sustains me. Even when life becomes challenging, I know there is something greater looking after me. Help me to see Your presence in every detail, even in the most difficult situations. May my heart be filled with gratitude, even when circumstances do not seem favorable. Today I come to You with a sincere request. I know that many here also face difficulties and sometimes feel alone in their struggles. Therefore, I ask that You extend Your hands over each one of us. May we feel Your strength lifting us up, breaking the chains that bind us, and opening doors that seem closed. May Your power envelop us and remind us that, regardless of the situation, we have a path to follow. I also want to ask for the courage to wait, even when the answer doesn't come at the time I expect. Help me trust that You are working in my favor, even when the silence feels deafening. May this waiting become a time of learning and growth, where I can draw closer to You and understand the purpose You have for my life. May I stand firm in the certainty that, by praising You, I am opening space for You to act. At this moment, I surrender to You all my worries, dreams, and longings. May every desire of my heart be shaped by Your will. Help me to remember that, even amid the storms, praise is the key that opens the doors of hope. Teach me to raise my voice in gratitude, even when pain is present. May my praise reflect the trust I place in You, knowing that I am not alone. Today I choose to praise You no matter the situation. May every tear that falls from my eyes be transformed into a testimony of faith and hope. May my life reflect Your love, and as I live in praise, may I inspire those around me to trust in You as well. May my heart, filled with gratitude, unite with everyone who is praying right now, forming a chain of faith that reaches You. Have you ever stopped to think about how many times life seems to challenge us, making us feel like we are fighting alone? It's normal in times of pain and uncertainty to lose hope and ask ourselves, why is this happening to me? But know that even when everything seems dark, there is a light that never goes out. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this challenge? Often, difficulties are disguised opportunities that invite us to grow and draw closer to something greater. Remember that we are not alone on this journey. The presence of those who love us is always by our side, ready to support us. As you reflect on your struggles, you may realize that there is always an answer, even if it doesn't come in the time we wish. How about looking at your experiences and asking, how can I turn this pain into praise? Praise is not just a song. It is an act of faith that connects us to hope, even in the darkest hours. So instead of succumbing to sadness, how about lifting your hands and praising? Every word that comes out of your mouth can be a declaration of trust. By doing this, you open yourself to receive what is best. Believe that, even when things seem stagnant, something grand is being formed. It is in this space of surrender and faith that we find the true strength to move forward. Sometimes life resembles a great raging sea, where the waves of anxiety and fear surround us. Feeling adrift is common, but it is in these moments that we are called to anchor our faith in something greater. What does it mean for you to trust in God during the most difficult times? This trust is like a lighthouse that guides us, even when the storms seem most intense. Just as a sailor navigates by the stars, we are invited to look up and seek the light that never goes out. When we face challenges, it's easy to allow doubt to settle in our hearts. But as we reflect on God's silence, we can see that often this silence is a time of preparation. He is not inactive. He is shaping our character and strengthening our faith. Ask yourself, how can I find peace in the waiting? This waiting is an opportunity for spiritual growth, where each day becomes a chance to draw closer to Him. It is an invitation for us to deepen our relationship and become more resilient. And it's not just the moments of pain that teach us. Celebrations are also a reflection of our journey. When we experience joy, it's essential to remember to give thanks and praise. How do you express your gratitude? Praise in times of joy is a statement of trust, a way to acknowledge that regardless of the circumstances, we have a God who cares. In those moments of celebration, we can see the result of waiting and trusting. It's like a garden that blooms after the rain. The blessings are fruits of our effort and dedication. Throughout the day, may we be attentive to the small responses He gives us. Every smile, every help, every moment of peace is a reminder of His presence. Allow that awareness to change your perspective. Instead of seeing problems, look for opportunities. Instead of being discouraged, seek reasons to praise. Life is a dance between challenges and celebrations, and each step brings us closer to the purpose He has for us. May we, when facing difficulties, remember that praise is the key that opens the door to hope and renewal. Today, I invite you to reaffirm your trust and hope through some powerful declarations. Let's declare together that, amidst difficulties, love and protection are always around us. Repeat after me. I am confident that there is a greater purpose in every challenge I face. By acknowledging this, we make space for transformation. My prayers are heard and are nourishment for my soul. By internalizing this truth, we remember that every cry is welcomed with care. I trust that every day is a new opportunity to see the goodness around me. This helps us keep a grateful heart, even in storms. When I praise, I break down barriers and invite peace into my life. Praise is the key that opens doors. I am ready to wait, knowing that the answer will come at the right time. This attitude strengthens us and prepares us to receive the blessings that are to come. As you repeat these affirmations, allow them to resonate in your heart and mind. May each word become a living truth in your life. As we conclude this moment, may we carry with us the certainty that, even in difficulties, there is always a path to follow. Prayer is our connection to the One who loves and sustains us. When we lift our voices in praise, even amidst pain, we are affirming our trust. Remember that your praise has the power to break barriers and open doors. He is always present, working in our favor, even when we can't see it. At this moment, I want to bless you. May every tear you shed become a powerful testimony of faith. May you find renewed hope in every challenge, and may the strength needed to move forward always be within your reach. May the chains that bind you be broken, and may you feel the comforting presence of the One who loves you unconditionally. Now I invite you to reflect. How can you transform your difficulties into praise? What practical actions can you take to raise your voice and celebrate, even in the most challenging situations? By committing to seek this transformation, you will be opening space for blessings to come to you. If this moment touched your heart, and you wish to continue receiving words of hope and encouragement, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Join us on this journey of faith and love. May the peace and presence of the One who cares for us always be with you. Until next time, and may God richly bless you.